Top 10 super middleweights in the world right now. Let's have a look. The recent retirement of John Ryder caused a minor shake-up in these rankings. Two fighters were in the running for the 10th spot. The first fighter I considered was Edgar Berlanga. However, since he stepped up in class, Berlanga hasn't been impressing recently. So in at number 10, we have Vladimir Shishkin. The Russian looks like a solid hand in the ring, and he cracks these rankings based on his very good win over former IBF boss Jose Uzcategui. In at number 9 is one of my personal favourites, super middleweight prospect Deigo Pacheco. Pacheco was punch perfect in destroying future British boss Jack Cullen in 4 one-sided rounds. Smooth, accurate, hard hitting, he made it all look effortless. Since blunting Little Lever's meat cleaver, Pacheco has won a further 2 fights, both by knockout, most notably in his last fight knocking out Marcelo Cosaras, a man who had gone the distance with both Eric Bazian and Edgar Berlanga and fought well in a WBO title shot against Billy Joe Saunders. In at number 8 we have Demetrius Andrade. The classy, awkward southpaw was well boxing's boogeyman. Avoiding like the plague at light middleweight and middleweight, to get a big fight he rolled the dice against David Benavidez, and he performed well. He fought positively, landed some cracking shots, but the problem was he was outgunned. Benavidez shook off Andrade's best shots, walked him down, and took him apart. It seemed that every shot that Benavidez was landing was hurting Andrade, and the American retired on his stool after 6 rounds. With his awkward style, lack of wins, and coming off a damaging defeat, it's difficult to see Andrade getting another major fight anytime soon, which is a shame as the former world amateur champion is a real talent. At number 7 we have Caleb Plant. I've always been a fan of Plant. He's fast, flashy and tough. Though outgunned, he gave good performances in his defeats to David Benavidez and Jaime Munguia. Scored some excellent victories over Anthony Durrell, who he emphatically chinned in their grudge match, and he impressed me when he took the IBF title from Jose Uzcategui. Question is, where does he go from here? I would maybe target one of the rising prospects in the division, Morrell, Mbilli, and trying to re-establish myself. At number 6 we have Cuba's David Morrell. Morrell's inclusion in these rankings is all about potential. Beating the bejesus out of Atlantis Ford, Yamaguchi Falco and Senna Akbeko will struggle to get him into the top 20, even if he does hold one of the WBA's joke belts. But Morrell has looked rather awesome so far, and his amateur pedigree is impressive, so the former Cuban amateur national champion gets in at number 6. Aggressive Frenchman Christian Mbilli looked good as he wore down game Aussie Rohan Murdoch in 6 rounds. An excellent amateur who made the 2016 Olympics. As a pro, he's also defeated old warhouses like Najib Mohammadi and Ronald Ellis, and he soundly outscored Carlos Gongera. He's strong, aggressive, hard-hitting and clean-punching fighter. Mbilli is very entertaining to watch as he wears down opponents. Sergiy Derevyanchenko is probably the unluckiest fighter in boxing. Ukrainian war machine could have had victories over the likes of Gennady Golovkin, Daniel Jacob, Carlos Adames and Jaime Munguia, if he had the rub of the green of course. Fingers crossed he gets a big win his efforts deserves at some stage. Jaime Munguia has finally been let off the leash by Golden Boy, and the exciting Mexican is delivering. After years of fighting the likes of Jimmy Kelly, Gabriel Rosado, Tarano Johnson and Dennis Hogan, in 2023 he stepped up to fight the ultra-dangerous nearly man Sergiy Derevyanchenko. After one of the fights of the year, Munguia came off victorious on point. Fighting heart, chin, skills and punch power all confirmed. Confidence now through the roof, Munguia stopped long-time contender John Ryder in 9 rounds. The exciting Mexican's eyes are currently on Canelo Alvarez. In at number 2 we have David Benavidez. Benavidez is among my favourite fighters in the whole sport. He's so strong, relentless, he hits hard, and his combinations with those fast hands are brutal. Benavidez confirmed he was for real in 2023 when he outscored the flashy Caleb Plant in their grudge match over 12 rounds before walking down and punishing one of boxing's most avoided fighters in Demetrius Andrade in 6 rounds. It will take a tremendous fighter to keep Benavidez off him. He's like a horror show monster, he just keeps coming. And to the surprise of no one, the best fighter in the division currently is Saul Canelo Alvarez. The pound for pound superstar and future Hall of Famer cleaned up the division in emphatic style, beating Callum Smith, Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Plant all in less than 12 months to pick up all those shiny belts. Since then at this division he's outscored Gennady Golovkin, his old rival, over 12 rather dull rounds. He outscored the very brave but outgunned John Ryder over 12, while in September in his last fight, even with injuries plaguing him, he showed his evergreen as he spanked light middleweight boss Jamel Chow over 12 one-sided rounds. Huge potential fights against Benavidez and Munguia in 2024 have this fight fan absolutely drooling. Don't forget to like and subscribe, fight fans, and leave your comments below.